What's happening, everybody? Hope you had an awesome weekend. Hopefully you had fun making those animations. And this week your assignment is nothing. Actually, it's not nothing. Your assignment is to get ready for conferences. So in your CCC class, you had a presentation that should have been shared with you where you're going to be adding work from all of your different classes so that when you're at your student-led conference with your parent and your CCC teacher, you're going to be able to tell your parents about what's been going on in all of your classes. So you're going to make sure you have a slide for media arts. And in that slide, we're going to get into all the details that need to be in there. So Tuesday is the last day of the quarter. That means that you have to have all of your work turned in by then. Make sure you have everything in your folder that you need, as well as completed all of the weekly quizzes. Remember, this class is pass-fail, so you're not going to see an A, B, or C. Instead, you're just going to see a pass or no evidence for passing. So show some evidence that you have passed this class. All right, let's get right into it. All right, everybody. Now we're back for another combined lesson this week for media arts and for intro to video production, because as I was saying, this is a very short lesson today because we're just going to get ready for conferences. So let's get right into it. This week's goal is you're going to learn how your student-led conferences will go. Hopefully your CCC teacher had a chance to explain that to you already, and your other teachers have been talking about what's going to be going into the presentation that you're going to have during that conference. But then you're today also going to create your media arts or your intro to video production slide that was assigned to you in CCC class. So let's look at what that's going to look like. You should have a presentation that looks like this. In your community connections class, your teacher should have created a section called conferences, and in that you should have had your student-led conference signups. Very important that you and your parents have had a chance to sign up for a slot. So either on Monday or Tuesday, your teacher should have spots available. And when you go to the link, you're going to click on it. It is going to open up their calendar, and it will say there are no appointment slots available for the time range shown. So what you're going to do is click on next available appointment slot on November 23rd. And you could choose either the 23rd or the 24th. And you're going to click on whatever time looks good for you. So if you wanted the very last appointment at 4 o'clock, 4:10 to 4:30, you would go ahead and you would put your name here and hit save, and you would be good. And then that would reserve a conference. You could put any note in there that you needed to for your teacher. So hopefully you have that already scheduled. Now this conference is only with your CCC teacher and not with all of your individual content area teachers. So now that you have that scheduled, you're going to make sure that you had the slides. For my class, we called it the conference portfolio, but what that is a series of slides that I'm sure you've seen before that look just like this, right? You've got your title slide, slides for individual classes, and then you've got a slide at the end for your goals. We're just going to focus on the slide for this class today, which is your media arts or your intro to video production slide. So after you have your name on your title slide, you can fancy that up however you like. You would have your periods 1, 2, 3, and 4 for your math and your science and your social studies or your health, whatever classes you have. And then you're going to have a slide for media arts as well. So you're going to include what you've learned, what you're most proud of, and an area of growth. Now you don't need to leave these pictures on here. In fact, I'm going to say take them away, because for this class we have a lot of visual evidence of what we've been working on. And so we're going to go ahead and lay that out. So let me show you my slide, and I will present it to you just like you would be presenting it to your CCC teacher and your parents. So here is my media arts slide. So what I've learned in media arts, I learned how to create designs using Photopea. And I can also upload files to my Google Drive folder. So I have my composition collage that I created. I have my media arts logo that I created. I learned how to drop shadow and add PNGs. And then I've also learned how to put all sorts of files and store them in my Google Drive. So there's a screenshot of my Google Drive with the different assignments that I've been working on. What I'm most proud of is the short film that I made, the animation that I made, using Google Slides. So this is called the helicopter, and I can go ahead and show it to you right now. You can see I've got a little helicopter that goes across the screen, a little song set to it. That was a lot of fun, and I can't wait to get into some of the other video editing, but we just started off with Google Slides because it's an easy way to create animations, and then I was able to put that into Clipchamp, add some sounds from websites like Sound Bible, and was able to put it all together into a movie. Now, one area of growth that I really want to have is photography, and because anybody can take a good picture, but even the best photographers are always learning something new. So I've been taking pictures for many years, and each year I look back on what I've done in the previous years, and I see so many areas for improvement. So it's not the type of thing that you just master right away. So that's my media arts class. I'm really excited for it, and I hope to take more classes such as yearbook and photography, or maybe even hair and TV when I get back to school in person in the next couple of years. So that is how you do your conference. Pretty straightforward. All right, so no real assignments this week, just to make sure you're prepared for conferences. When we get back from Thanksgiving break, we're gonna get into video, and we're gonna learn how to do some pretty cool stuff like this too. So remember, Herons, never stop creating, and I'll see you in the next video.